Who?
You sound
sound
distant. Yeah, you sound distant. Say something.
Something?
Yeah, something. Okay.
Is that no? Still bad?
We can work with it though. I mean, it's okay. Just
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to do.
okay.
Hold on, let me see. How's that? Is that?
No, it's the same. If you connect to the audio, it's gonna, oh, okay, you fixed it. We can go with it. Just go ahead. It's not an echo, so I guess that's good.
It's always Zoom something. All right, you ready?
Judge, we're waiting on the interpreter for the one, and the other ones have attorneys in there.
Okay, so let's help Sean then.
I need an interpreter for everything.
Okay. So,
All right,
Sean.
Sean, you ready? You're up as it is. Hey man, can you get a hold of someone? It's like birds. It's like being in the beach in here.
Yes, Ramona was calling about it.
I'm gonna email too.
So.
All right, let's roll, nerds. Tell me, Sean, what you got?
Okay, so Mr. Coates, T-Raz came back. It does recommend him for YMAC.
Wonderful.
Which is great. Of course, my concern is always, of course, that a year county is less time than YMAC to complete the program. He's very interested in keeping his record clean at least.
This is the way.
Yeah.
This is the way. Come on, you didn't watch Mando?
Oh, I did. Just.
And it's May 4th too.
Yeah.
This is the way.
He wants me to push the extension with the GPS monitor.
We did that.
I
We've
told
done
him
all
we're
that.
probably past that point.
You want me to talk to him?
Welcome to.
I mean, it's up to
It's
you.
probably a good idea with him because he's probably just gonna ask and ask and ask. So, yeah, if we could bring him out.
Bring it out, Mr. Coates, please.
This is how he's gonna be generally.
You said Kyle? Hi, Kyle. Nice to meet you. How are you?
I just kind of, I was like locked in and now I get it now. Yesterday. Himself getting tired. And he has like what do you call it? Super soakers. Rolls and he popped up. I was like, oh yeah, that's great. Oh yeah.
How about the Rockets last night, huh?
Yeah. I was too locked into the hockey game last night, so I missed most of it. So it was a
You didn't miss much.
in hockey, 2 minutes left in the game, pulled their goalie, scored a goal, and then scored another one with 1.6 seconds left of game 7. Of course, went to double overtime and Winnipeg won. So the team that had to come back. So I was thrilled as a just fan of the game and not liking either of those teams.
Yeah, it was neat.
Apparently, that's what they say.
Morning, Mr. Coates. Good morning, sir. No. We've literally given you opportunity after opportunity. When you're out on bond, you get the opportunity to try to do things right. We give that to you going out there. You ever need resources, we give you a lawyer. It's your responsibility to ask a lawyer whenever you need resources. And then after that, you get on probation. Probation is the ultimate, I guess, opportunity for you to be able to do stuff on your own.
Yes, sir.
We now know if I let you out there and I ask you to do it on your own, it's not going to happen. You've shown that to us. And when you come back and you try to explain it, it's everybody else's fault but yours. and you try to blame it on, I ain't got a ride, I got this person, that person's not helping me out. And so now we have to resort to more drastic measures to try to get you on our side. And I think that this is it.
Yes, sir. That's
After this, I really don't have much more than just jail. And I'm trying to get you out, and I'm trying to get you to understand and learn and be a better person by giving you the tools.
yes, sir. That's understandable.
That's
but
all, right?
Your Honor, if I may,
Sure.
like again, like I understand how I was saying it. Like last week when I came, it did sound like I was blaming everybody else. Yes, it's docketed down. Like I have reasoning to most of those lates. The days that I didn't show, there's reasonings. Like there's reasonings to that, and it's not BS reasonings. You know what I mean? Like, and I understand. Like it's no trust. It's not trusted that if I go home today, I'm not gonna show up. I'm way closer to this side of town now. I'm not all the way out there in Katy. I was all the way out there in A-Leaf. It was further as a bus ride to get out here. And yes, there was nobody to bring me, like nothing. Like I understand, like it's all on me. I can't blame nobody else but myself, because if I really wanted it done, I should have brought myself down here and got it done. Yes, sir, that's understandable. And I take my accountability for that. But I'm way closer. I have like a lot of good things going for me right now. Like I have a good job, a good paying job. All it takes is for me to call in to work, sir. Like literally all it takes for me to call in to work. It's a 30, 45-minute bus ride to get here. There's nothing for me to miss. Like nothing. Like I understand there's no chances that wants to be given. All I'm asking is just one. I missed that. It'd be just a year.
And here's the rub. He didn't even show up one time, right? You didn't even show up one time to your probation. That tells me that you just don't give a flip, because not even one time did you show up to probation.
Sir, I was kicked
So-
out, sir. I was kicked out.
There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Ooh,
It's
the pink elephant. There it goes. Mr. Coates. That was your opportunity. I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know what's going on with you. So what I do
Don't
is
care.
I have you speak to our clinicians who are best able to tell us how to move forward with this case. They have. And I think that that's the appropriate way.
I haven't even got to speaking to them.
You got what? Is there something else?
I'm just asking for a chance, bro. I messed that chance up. You could sit me down for 25 to life.
That can happen.
Like, bro, like that's all I'm asking for is just a monitor time. Like you can slap that monitor time 5 p.m. if you needed to. Like it's all on me. Like I could make a call in to work and I could show up. I was all the way out there in Katy. I'm not trying to blame nobody else, because again, yes, it's all on me. It is my fault. I should have made myself known to come down here. Again, I was kicked out due to a lot of reasonings. There was a lot of things going on in my life, sir. Nothing's going on now. I got everything straight. Like everything is situated. I got a job. All it takes is for me to call in to work, sir. Like this is not something I want to do. This sitting in there is not something I want to do. I don't belong in there. I don't belong in there with them people. I'm not one of these people that just mess up and just want to don't care. I do care.
Okay. We have a program that has been recommended by the TRAS, by the clinicians.
Sir, I'm going to be sitting here for 4 to 6 weeks, adding time before going to there.
I'll do my best to.
We're going to expedite it to make sure that you get in there quicker, okay? But you have to understand, Mr. Coates, actions have consequences. This is it. I'm trying to intervene in a manner that you don't graduate to the cases that go upstairs. That's all I want, okay? I brought you out here to let you know what's happening now, to amend the conditions.
I'd rather do my jail time, honestly.
Okay.
I don't need that place. I don't need an attitude adjustment. I'm a very respectful person. Y'all just not trying to work with me.
All right. We're gonna expedite. If need be, I'll get on the phone and I'll talk to myself. And just,
I'm gonna sit here for another month.
well, I'm gonna work on it for you, Mr. Coates.
Thank you, Judge.
I will. Okay. Get on with Shatoria, get it quicker.
Yes. 2, 5, 2, 1, 2. Judge, are you ready for us to surrender?
Yeah.
All right, page 10. Gutierrez, Benitez. Come on up. Okay.
Más escuché, pues.
You are Mr. Eric
Ustedes, Eric.
Gutierrez Bennett.
Yes.
Is it Benitez?
Yes.
So you're
Yes.
charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause.
Ya ves.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 28,
28,
2025, in Harris County, Texas, law enforcement officers were dispatched to a major accident and made contact with a law enforcement officer who stated they had smelled an odor of alcoholic beverage from the defendant. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant, and upon opening the defendant's vehicle, he too smelled the strong odor of alcoholic beverage. The defendant stated he was on his way home from the park where he consumed 3 12-ounce beers. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, a 6 out of 6 on the HGN, a 2 out of 8 on the walk and turn, a 0 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The defendant consented to provide a breath sample and blew a .142 and a .125.
Give you eyes.
Dice
Your
tiene
Honor.
antecedentes de nuestra señoría.
License.
Licencia de conducir.
Right now.
¿Tiene licencia de conducir? Ujú.
Judge, the license is open.
Sí. En la licencia.
Here is Benitez. I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case.
Caso.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol,
Consumir alcohol.
illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you because they sweep it hourly, they will put an immigration detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until this case is over with. And then you get shipped off to immigration. You are not to violate any of these conditions, and you're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. Those are bond conditions of yours as well.
Opciones
Do
suyas.
you understand?
¿Se lo entiende? Yes.
Do you have a lawyer today?
¿De abogado hoy?
No, no.
No.
Do you have the ability to hire one?
Vamos. Yes.
We're going to give you time.
Vamos a dar.
So I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you'll meet with Roxanne for your bond conditions. After that, you'll be free to go. Don't pick up any new cases. Don't be a danger to my city.
Digo, pero cuidado en usted.
All right, come on. Hey, Will.
Hey.
Happy Monday. What's new? Yeah.
I'm here on Mr. Wenzel, W-E-I-N-Z. Wenzel.
What's the deal?
The deal is, so we have an AFM in here, picked up, continuous. You revoked and raised, he made bond, He's fighting both cases. He's here. I don't think we ever redid his bond conditions for him to sign. So we just wanted to knock that out today. We are waiting on felony to indict this case, indict the felony or no bill, honestly, so we can resolve this AFM. Blaze is here to comment on
So
that.
not at D-Day yet, but you're getting there.
I know.
So
It's not all falls short here. It's really because our arms is like continuous, we need to see that diagram. I'm gonna email felony, see if they can just expedite getting to grand jury, so we can just start case with felony.
okay. I mean, they have 180 days. What if they wait?
Right, and this case was filed in February, so that's August. So we're
So if you
not,
set this for trial, does it kill it upstairs? You know,
well, it would.
It would expedite
To
it.
dismiss it before the fight.
I mean,
I'm okay with that.
well, it's up to you. You're at 160 now. I'm gonna give you guys another reset, but at that point, you know, it's-
Would it be a 30-day, Your Honor? or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as I can waive my guy's appearance, that's okay with me, because it's hard for him to move around.
What are we doing with the next?
you need to decide what to do, either set it or,
Yeah, I'll set it as soon as possible.
I think they're that.
Okay. And then can we just do same bond conditions as the original? Okay.
do they order no contact with it? Is he here now?
Yes, but he's probably knows. Place.
You want no contact on the complainant?
Let me see, let me look at what they ordered. Hold on, I've got it here for the felony case. It says no contact with Christian.
Over. No contacts over.
Okay.
So.
It's not. I hope it's not.
That the wording.
I was talking about. Okay.
So I'm in the felony court, it says no contact.
Okay.
So the felony changes. Like we should hear Your
Let
Honor.
me just pull up the felony case, make sure that it doesn't, I'm not 1906. I have 3/1/25. There were bond conditions signed. No contact. He signed it the
He's thinking of the out, most likely.
yeah, he's probably thinking of the MUP is what he's thinking.
Then
Yeah, but just explain to him he's not allowed to have contact with this person. We'll mirror the conditions. Since he's here, we'll just have him sign it, or if you want to print out a copy of it and just take it to him, it'll be easier. And
Okay.
then we'll give you the 30 days.
Okay.
What do you want?
Do I need to get a file date?
No,
Wait, please.
okay. Wait,
Was everything?
Oh, yeah.
as long as we know that he knows and he's,
We are in contact.
I believe,
Okay.
you're an officer of the court, I trust you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Future.
I'm strong. Hey, morning.
I have a quick off docket question. This is for Russell Singleton. We are set for trial May 20th. Last week, felony reset his felony cases to May 20th. Should we keep the same trial date or reset? Keep the same trial date?
I mean, we're set,
Okay.
we're set for trial.
Right.
I'm gonna cave just because they happen to put it on the same.
Okay,
No, I mean, we have our trial date. We're, you
okay,
know, unless he takes something, we're going,
right, okay. So
you know?
Singleton, Russell Singleton. I think this is Sebastian's case.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Judge.
Yeah. Yes.
Morning, Judge. Can I approach? No. Yeah. Roches. I guess I'm Mr. Roches.
Top of page 17.
The case on?
Joe, what are we doing with this?
It's an arraignment, Judge.
Oh, it's 1,300 days.
All right, Judge. We just reposted bond. You said that name. Roches, yeah. I don't see it. Thank you. So I just signed on, Judge, over the
Where's he
weekend.
been for the last 4 years?
¿Dónde has estado los últimos 4 años? ¿Dónde has estado?
Son en diferentes lugares
Different places.
porque trabajo
Just,
en Tura.
Mr. Roches, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. This case is 1,296 days old. We set cases for trial at 180 days, just to give you a little perspective. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. An officer is dispatched with traffic hazard and may contact a will witness, another HPD officer, who found the defendant asleep on the wheel, car turned on the public roadway. There was a bottle of Jose Cuervo in the defendant's pocket and an open bottle of beer in the view. The defendant had bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and the odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant admitted to drinking 5 beers before driving. Miscellaneous field sobriety tests were conducted, and the defendant, law enforcement officers witnessed 606 on the HGN, 4 to 8 on the walk and turn, and 0 to 4 on the one leg stand. The defendant consented to breath that came back at 0.116 and 0.122.
Mr. Roche, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you run his NCIC, see what he's been up to and what kind of, if anything, criminal cases he has picked up?
Yes, Judge. Which, I don't have any cases charged in between this.
Entonces no tiene más casos por medio de este.
So you pull up access to the new cases,
No, no
No
case.
más casos.
license.
¿En la licencia de conducir?
He doesn't have one.
Mr. Roche,
Señor Roches,
I want you to understand something, that I take the protection of my public
yo tengo
the utmost serious.
ayuda.
I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care if you're a small farm animal. You endanger my public. It's really not going to go well for you. You do not have a license. You are not allowed to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today. This is a promise you're going to make that you're not going to drive.
¿No vas a manejar?
If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand? The worst possible thing you can do is drive
Es manejar.
in violation of this court order. I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, likewise, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission, you go to jail and immigration finds you, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck in custody until this case is over with. And then you get shipped off to immigration. On your ankle, I'm now going to put a GPS monitor so I know where you are at all times. You will get it on today. Due to the age of your case, I will give you 30 days for you and your lawyer to meet to discuss what you want to do.
Hablan a
At the end of the 30 days, you must accept the plea bargain from the state, or we will set your case for trial. But you get no more time. And I'm going to advise you now that if you ever violate, or if you ever take off on us again, your bond will hit the clouds. Do you understand?
Hasta las nubes, usted no entiende. Yes, está bien.
You will pay for the monitor. And then, is Discovery, what do you have on Discovery? Please, let me know.
Well, no, yeah.
He's PTI eligible then.
Joe, this case is 1,300 days old. I'm not giving resets. If he's actually going to apply to try to get into the program, he's got to have everything done within the next 2 weeks. You know, I mean, 30 days is the absolute max for him to get everything done.
Is there
Like,
schedule a T-round
just-
today?
Yeah, well, I don't know. They're denying more than I've ever seen before. And because he's absconded 4 years, I don't know how that's going to play into it. So I would probably.
I don't think we need a mitigation. It's gonna come directly from the DA. Because he's under, it was a .112, is that correct? And then it's asleep at the wheel.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I've seen more denials now than I've ever seen. So before you do that and he has to shell out $300, I would apply first to see if they grant him entry, you know? Discovery complete? Great. So if you can release everything so they have it today. Okay, Mr. Roche, we'll give you 30 days. Be ready. You must appear at the next setting. Thanks, Joe. Hey, Vic, who did you appoint to Arzola? He's got bond violation.
Yes, Judge Greg.
Who?
Greg.
Oh, Greg, please don't send him down until we.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
Texas release. How is?
No. Just need more time. That was, yeah. It should be. Gotcha.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
And said required of that. Go ahead and sign. Council for reset.
Hey, Vic, I'm going to the second floor. This is.
Yes, sir.
Roches.
So I represent that. Oh, sorry.
Jack O'Connor. Supposed to be here, he's off the docket. He was in my office yesterday to fill out the, he got out and he didn't have to die. So I told him, he got it. Thank you. But the boots of my day.
Yeah.
Hi, me, please.
Your Honor, I'm approaching on Mr. Caballero, first name is Edwin.
Okay,
And we just need a little bit more time for him to get the device. He has paid the DA fee.
we gave 2 weeks the last time. What has he done?
He's paid the DA fee, but he has still not been able to get the device. And he's also, I was gonna say, he's also not present in court. He wasn't able to make it today.
I'm revoking his bond. I mean, really, it's 260 days. He's supposed to be here. We've given him over and over and over. So once he gets the interlock, I'll reinstate. But at this point, 5,001, really. Like I told you, once he gets it, let me know. Give me the proof. We'll reinstate.
Sounds good. Thank you, Aaron. That's all I have. May I have the excuse?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. Do you know? Still in the court. It's fine. Yes, ma'am. It's not. He's had a screen. We're good. Not good. No. He's. It's like. So. She was.
Hey, guys. I need to talk to you. I need to give you a cause number. Do you mind? Tell me when you're ready. 253 3031.
30.
31.
Yep. On Lopez.
Yeah. Tell me about the felony case, will you, please? So we have him on a VPO. He just picked up another felony VPO.
Yes, Judge. Judge Dems, yesterday at 4:15 a.m., law enforcement officer was dispatched to Oxford and Cordy was staying in room 110, placed a call in regards to hearing screaming, fighting, and what sounded like objects being thrown in the room above hers. Law enforcement officers observed these noises to be coming from room 220. I'll knock on the door.
You need to be louder.
Sorry, Judge. Upon knocking on the door, the defendant answered and the law enforcement officers observed him to be wearing an ankle monitor. The law enforcement officers observed the complaining witness sitting on the bed. And both the complaining witness and the defendant relayed that only a verbal altercation had taken place. Special advised that the defendant was currently out on bond in Harrison, Fort Bend County, and that the bond conditions in both cases included a no contact order.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a hearing to hold them at no bond within 3 days.
Yes, Judge.
So you need to get ready. Talk to Blaze about it. So I'm gonna put them on the docket on the 7th.
Yes, Judge.
And then at that time, we'll apprise that that's what we'll do.
Yes, it's right.
Having a hearing on the 7th, Your Honor?
No. Okay. I'm gonna put them on the docket and then we'll rope everybody in.
Yes, Judge.
Hey, of course.
I am here on Miguel Sanchez. It's a custody case. Just wanted to approach regarding bail.
So high.
He's on a deferred, and on a felony case.
He back there now?
He is back there, yeah.
Hey, guys, Deputy, do you mind bringing someone out? Miguel Sanchez. Hi.
Morning.
Good morning. Hi, Kavita, how are you? Happy Monday. So, yeah, he's the burglary with intent to commit another felony. What's the other felony, you know?
I
Let's see,
think.
let's see, because I don't know.
I think the complaining witness in that case is the same
Same
complaining
complaining
witness in this case.
Oh, it's a Berg Hab.
Judge, it looks like the underlying is assault in November 2nd.
Okay, that's what, so it was burglary with intent to commit the assault.
So he does go to this felony case on 5/9, Judge. And I just want to approach $25,000 is pretty high. He does not have a job at the moment. He lives with his mother in Cleveland, Texas. The complaining witness.
It's almost part of the problem in the felony case.
And it,
Morning, Mr. Sanchez.
Morning.
How's jail?
that's all right.
It's not good enough.
No.
I'm glad that you find this funny. It's really not.
No,
You
it's-
know, you're on a deferred for a very serious. Is this a second degree? What is this? You're on deferred for a first degree felony where the minimum is 5 years to 99 years or life. You're on deferred for that type of case, and you've now picked up an assault of a family member. You know, I got to tell you that there are some people in your life that are complete cancer to you. And if you don't cut those people out of your lives, they kill you. You have now been invaded with this type of cancer, and it's going to kill you. If it hasn't already, it's damn near close. Somehow, we have to get the message to you that rules are in place, and you now stand charged with assault of a family member. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. The reason I have you out now is because I don't know what happened. The only thing I know is that the magistrate put your bond at 25,000, which is typically pretty high for a misdemeanor case. But, you know, everything is about perspective, right? We need to know what happened, your priors, to see how we go forward. Okay, please.
Thank you, Judge. On May 1st, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officer was dispatched to a disturbance call. Officers arrived and made contact with the complaining witness who stated that she got into a physical altercation with the defendant, who is her ex-boyfriend. The complainant stated that she locked herself in the room and gave officers permission to enter. Officers then detained the defendant and spoke with the complaining witness, who stated that the defendant and her got into a verbal argument when the defendant pushed her onto the bed and began kicking her legs, causing pain. Officers observed bruises to the complaining witness's legs.
And Mr. Sanchez, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. So he is on deferred for a burglary case where the underlying facts are literally the exact same thing. You know what? I got to tell you, I've never been placed in this position, but I have to think that it really sucks to walk on eggshells, have where you basically are in constant fear. What's going to happen to me today? Is he going to get upset? Is he going to go off on me today? Is something going to happen? Imagine. No one should have to live like that, Mr. Sanchez. It's just not fair. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person, not to be in possession of weapons, have a GPS monitor on your ankle so I know where you are at all times. You're not to go within 1,000 feet of where she lives or where she works. The monitor is going to tell me exactly where you are at all times. I'm going to tell you now that your bond is at 25,000. If I find that you break any of these conditions, I'm going to make your bond so high you'll have hairs off your beard falling out. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or use anything in an intoxicating manner. What's your position on the bond reduction?
Judge, this is going to be imposed. This is the, thank you, Judge, because of the fact that the defense currently on referred, the underlying complaining witness being the same as is in this case. This is also the sixth case, Your Honor, although 3 of those have been dismissed, where the underlying complaining witness is the exact same as is in this case.
Did you want to say something?
Judge, again, he's indigent. He doesn't have money to afford any type of bond. I believe, looking back in the records on the felony case originally, I think that complaining witness, the same complaining witness here, was saying that nothing happened. It was miscommunication. Somebody else called the cops. I don't know if they've contacted her on this particular case. But just as far as that's concerned, I know he is on the deferred, but just to give you a little backstory, my understanding, it was a no threatening her or harassing behavior as part of the condition of the deferred. He was allowed to contact her. I believe, she's saying X, but she invited him over. He was authorized to be there. And so from that standpoint, just giving a little bit of background on everything, I would be asking for a PR bond, $1,000 PR bond on this case. He does live in Cleveland, Texas. He has told me he will stay away from this individual. He's not working at the moment. He doesn't have any means, manner to afford afford any other type of bail, Judge.
Do we know if it was a condition of his bond that he wasn't have contact with her while he was on probation?
I believe it was just no threatening or harassing, but double checking on that, but.
Find that one quick, Judge.
It says here among the other allegations that he's.
Right, and the other stuff was, I think it was a whole bunch of fees that he failed to pay, didn't show up to.
Testing positive for meth, didn't do the BIP program, didn't do the DDRP program.
Judge, with this complaining witness, it was, no threatening or harassment.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
With this complaining witness, it was no threatening or harassment.
Okay. Mr. Sanchez, I'm gonna be straight. You scare me. You know, you scare me. And it scares me that the last thing I want is another death on our streets. And, you know, he's being held at no bond as it is now. So anything that we do would be, you know, I do think that a PR bond is wholly inappropriate. I'm not going to give him a PR bond. I will give you a bond reduction. I'll reduce it to 10,000. Roxanne, a GPS prior to release. Cut the cancer out, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna kill you at some point. Really, just life is not worth sitting in a 6x9 box for the next 15 years where there's so much fun. I mean, the new Switch is coming out, man. I'm like to play for, you know? But now, really, life's too short, man. Get it, Mr. Sanchez. Okay, all right, thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, you can sign.
Good morning, Your Honor. May I?
Hi, Mr. Walker. Yeah, come on. How are you?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. I'm here for Francisco Hernandez. On the jail docket.
Oh, so sure. Thank you going. Do you mind bringing out Mr. Galindez? Francisco. Give me a second.
I'll be in the room.
Is mom here?
Yes, Judge. In the gallery.
Mom, come on.
Oh, yeah. No, like,
I don't know.
no,
Hi. How's jail? Great. I'm not going to play this game with you. I'm going to let you out today. But I'm not playing this game with you again. I will test you 50 days from today. If I find that you're using, if you test positive, I'm not going to continue to do this. Do you understand? It is your responsibility. You are old enough to know what choices you're making, whether they're good or whether they're bad. You put something into your mouth that's CBD, anything, you put a joint up to your mouth, you put a vape pen up to your mouth, just think to yourself, you could be wearing orange for the next 4 months. I'm letting you out today, but this is the last PR bond you get from me. You understand?
Sure.
Okay? There's just no excuse. I'm going to test you 50 days from today. You know that you're going to get it. You understand? All right, Beth, done. Thank you, Ms. Hunter,
Morning, Judge.
how are you, man?
I'm doing good.
Talk to me.
I have Mr. Harris.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I think we just need to set him for trial, Judge. We've been following felony. I think it's probably just time to set him for trial.
Judge, what case? I'm sorry.
Harris. He's got the felony case that's holding him upstairs. He's on bond with us, so it's the case upstairs. And I guess, so will you take a look? What's going on upstairs?
I know there's an offer for 10 years.
There is an offer?
That's correct.
There is, yeah, there is an offer for 10 years, Judge.
What is it? Is it something that you think you would take?
I'm not sure.
What's the offer?
It's 10 years.
It's 10 TDC, Hunter.
Yeah, I see that, Judge. I mean, the felony set the 15th of May. I think the 10-year was up last time we did this. So, I mean, I'm not against following it one more time, but I'm kind of the point where I just kind of want to set it for trial. So,
Do you want to put it for the
discussion.
16th to see what happens then and then we set it, or do you just want to go ahead and set it now?
I mean, we could do it one more time, Judge.
I don't care. It's up to you. You tell me. You're driving.
Let's just get a jury trial date, Judge.
Okay. Ramona. Ramona's June 10th. Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right, we'll set it for trial that day. And then
Thank you, Judge.
you should keep us in the loop.
Sounds good.
Judge, I have a question on Hernandez. You're reinstating, right? Did you want him to test in a certain amount of time?
50 days.
50 days?
Yeah, just no drugs, no alcohol, random testing, but we're going to test on the 50th day from today. Okay, Hunter, we got you, man. Have fun.
Thank you, Judge.
Hi, Carson. How are you?
Ruth Molina, do you need to see her? It's my first appearance on it.
Let me
She's
see.
the lady in the wheelchair in the back. Said she had signed some bond.
No, T. Molina. Could it be another name?
Judge, I have it under Corona. Corona.
Corona. Don't have that either. What's the cause number, please?
256-0343.
It's sustained. Yeah, it's an arraignment setting, so we have to do an arraignment.
She had signed some kind of bond condition previously. Yeah.
No, it's been a 2B, so we need to do. Do you mind bringing her up, please? Come up, Mr. Stata. Come on up. Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with harassment. You're facing, you can stay. It's okay. You can stay. Ma'am, you're charged with harassment. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
Judge, on March 12th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was notified that a parent sent a threatening text message to a school's text communication system. The law enforcement officer made contact with a complaining witness who stated that the defendant sent him a message to have a grandson's birthday party in his classroom and had spoken with the defendant many times via the same number. The defendant brought 25 cupcakes for the birthday party, and the defendant's grandson took the leftover cupcakes home. The next day, the defendant sent the complaining witness a message that stated, "Were you messing with me returning the leftover cupcakes?" That was on call for, it was supposed to be a call for judge. That nasty, did you know better than to return germs back to us? You have to be so ignorant and have done that. The next time I see you, I will curse you out. No teacher has ever done that, but it has to be you, ignorant dumbass. Defendant called the complaining witness a homosexual slur and further stated, "Fuck with me or my son, and I will stump on your ass, you piece of shit." The complaining witness stated he felt threatened because the defendant is always coming to school, being disruptive and cursing at people. The school sent the defendant a letter regarding inappropriate behavior and prohibiting her from any on-campus events. On April 1st, 2025, the defendant called the school and cursed at 2 school employees receiving the letter and made further remarks about the complaining witness.
All right. So I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now, as a condition of your bond, not to have any contact with the school and no one with the school and not to go there. Do you understand?
I'm paralyzed. That was a text.
I just
I was just mad.
don't say anything. Just don't have any contact with them. Don't use someone else to try to have contact with them. So if you get someone else to try to relay a message, I will revoke your bond and put you in custody. You understand? Now you've got a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but you must stay in touch with Carson and he will tell you if when you have to go back to court. We will have bond conditions created for you. Once you sign them, at that point, you'll be free to go. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, if you don't mind just having her hanging out, I'm gonna get the bond conditions created. As soon as she signs, you guys can go.
Thanks, Judge.
Okay, thanks.
And Judge, there's some bond conditions in here too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right this way. Or
Just because she's gonna apply to range of salary.
So that was adjudicated, yes, adjudicated 17, and these are programs are supposed
Hey, can you file a condition on the case?
Yes, sir.
So no contact, no weapons, no going to the school, no using third parties to try to contact the school.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Carson, good to see you, man.
Mr. Feinzel?
We had a curfew on, didn't we? Everything goes back to normal, the way it was. Yeah, everything, we waived the fee for everything. Yeah, just everything goes back to normal.
Good morning, Mr. Weinzel. I'm gonna have you sign for your on positions whenever you're ready for the sign.
Come on up.
Yes, good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Sir, I'm on docket today for Ms. Nicole Roberts. Judge, my client has advised me due to the sensitive nature of the subject matter in this case, if I could approach the bench or speak to you. All right. Yeah. Oh, yes, Judge. With me.
It's a photograph. How you doing?
Yes, sir. Have a great day.
No driving. Oh, maybe just waiting.
Yes, I'll go to that spot. That's, yes, sir. All right, so I saw the judge, the prosecutor, Ms. Roberts, if you could amend her, GP has advised her to post 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. so 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Yes, sir. Yes, it's, the judge just agreed to that. Currently, it's at 9 p.m. Next year, recognition.
How's it going?
Yes, she is. Okay, then. You know what we're working on? Well. No, okay, cool, yeah. All right. I don't. So you'd rather be a chief silver, you can join the belly. You know, so one of these days, maybe. Do you know? Oh,
I didn't see that long, we're going to take you easy. I should get right with you. Since now.
That was out of the institution.
We follow strong, just send it to our guys. To
I'm sure you want to that's what you want right now. But I see what's on.
Hi, Michael.
I have two on docket today. The first is Ms. Taylor.
In jail or on bond?
She's on bond, Judge.
Okay. Come up, Miss Taylor.
She was on bond. I guess she's fine.
Yes.
I expect that you will comply with the bond conditions, and when you don't, there are serious consequences. As a condition of your bond, you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. I also don't want you to have contact with the co-defendant, and I don't want you to go back to this nursing home. It's not an answer. The other gentleman that got arrested for the same exact thing.
That's my brother.
Okay, I don't want you to have contact. I mean, do I not have to tell you how you're on bond for 2 serious cases now? And it's just, I'm going to protect my city at all costs. I don't care who you are. Just, if I find that you're a danger, I'm going to revoke it. I'm going to make it sky high. Do you understand? Yes or no? I'm going to test you within the next couple of weeks. Don't use. You must stay in contact with the lawyer. If he tells you that he cannot get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging phone calls, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. If you pick up a new case, likewise, I will revoke this bond and I'm going to make it high.
That's fine.
For now, we'll have you meet with Roxanne to get your bond conditions and then we'll let you go.
Your Honor, the felony court has a curfew that allows her to work. She does DoorDash. The curfew upstairs is from midnight to 6 a.m. because she does DoorDash in the evening. Would this court let its bond condition
Curfew is what time?
midnight to 6 a.m.?
He's allowed to drive from midnight to 6 a.m.?
No. She stops driving
So the
11-ish.
curfew is from 6 p.m.
No, from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. is her curfew in the felony court because she drives at night. And she stops around 11-ish.
On her license to see if she has a license. So you're telling me that she can be out from midnight?
She.
What hours do
she
you
must be
work?
Home by midnight.
Yeah, I have to be in the house by
Okay.
midnight.
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, it's a different page that typically comes up. This says suspended.
I never had a license in Texas. My license is from North Dakota.
They're showing it's suspended.
Shouldn't be. I paid all my reinstatement fees already.
Take a look, Blaze, please. Can you help us out? Just to make sure. Especially if she's door dashing.
Yeah, we're seeing driver's license, non-commercial status suspended.
Say it again?
It says, driver's license, non-commercial status suspended.
The license is suspended, man.
They
You're
shouldn't
not
be.
allowed to drive. I'm telling you, they're looking it up and they're telling you it's suspended.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it says suspended. I mean, if there's
Okay,
any-
you're not allowed to drive. If you want to drive, get the license reinstated, and we can take the condition off. If you're,
I've already took care of it, so maybe you just haven't updated, but I took care of the reinstatement already.
just don't drive. If you drove here, you're not allowed to drive home. I'm sorry. Your license is suspended. And then before you also drive, you must maintain liability insurance as well. So don't until let us know. I'm making it a bond condition that you're also not allowed to drive when you get it. Or if you get it reinstated, if you get it fixed, come back, let us know. We can take this condition off. All I'm asking you to do is follow the law. I'm not asking you to do anything, Pythagorean's theorem or anything. Just follow the law. Don't be a danger to my city. That's all I'm literally asking. Really. We're gonna have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you meet with Roxanne for your bond conditions, and then you're free to go.
Your Honor, currently she has two different curfews in two different courts. Would this court mirror the felony courts?
She's not gonna be working now. She's not gonna be working at night now. And she's got a very serious open felony case. She's not picked up an assault. I'm not gonna let you be out at night.
That's
No.
not the only reason why I had the curfew though. I have kids that have after-school
But
programs.
you can't do this stuff. You don't have a license.
Everything doesn't consist of me driving. That's not why, the only reason why they mirrored that. I share literally everything with my mother. So she helps me get my kids back and forth to school. She helps me get my kids back and forth when it comes to their after-school programs and things like that. She lives on completely the opposite side of town. So every time we try to do everything, I'm never gonna make it in the house by 7 o'clock. That's the whole reason why they extended it.
Okay, look, I'll give you till 10 o'clock, 10 at night. Okay, just be home by 10. That's it.
And of course, getting the kids to school in the morning, I think that's why they do
Yeah.
6.
I'm okay.
And 10 to 6,
10
Judge?
to 6.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay with that. Just don't be a danger to my city. That's all I'm literally asking. Okay?
I'll get your recent date in a minute. I got one more person.
Okay, thanks.
The other dude?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Juarez.
Roxanne, are you ready for dinner? Yes, you can come by.
What are you doing with yourself these days? Do you work?
Yes, sir. Apprenticeship right here in Elton Automotive.
Just work, put in a lot of time, get as much as you can get going so you can start making money. No more foolishness. You understand? I'm putting a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're not drinking. Don't pick up any new cases. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. So you will also get a 10 p.m. curfew to 6 a.m. No alcohol, no dope. And I'm telling you, I'm going to test you like crazy. Does he have a license, state? I don't think he has a license, right? We do. Michael, do you know if he has a license?
Yeah, I know.
If you have a license and if you're driving, I want proof of that you have car insurance first before you start driving. You can't drive unless you have car insurance in your name. You understand?
Your Honor, it is eligible.
Great. All right. So what we'll do is I'm going to have you sign conditions with, or sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you sign conditions with Roxanne and then you're free to go. Don't pick up a third case, man. Don't. All right, Mike.
Judge.
Judge, are we doing, random,
Yeah, randoms, GPS, and a scram, curfew, 10 PM to 6 AM.
Okay, yes, Judge.
Hey.
Judge.
We'll go back there.
No, here, just.
People going on vacation dressed like that to like the Caribbean, to Thailand, to Hawaii.
That's not a kick in the ding ding. I don't know what is, right?
It's good. It's a good show. Backhanded.
Hey, give me what, tell me the trial date you want.
Let me.
Okay, for sure. Ready?
I think so, Judge. May we please approach?
Did we work it out? We got it?
Yes, kind of, sort of. Okay. They failed to bring her over this morning, so she's not here.
We do it tomorrow.
Yes, except that I'm gonna be in San Marcos tomorrow.
Zoom.
And I think that's gonna be the solution, to either
You can
Zoom.
always Zoom.
But let me share with you, I think, kind of where we are, if you don't
Okay,
mind.
sure, sure.
I may need to approach. You had asked several questions when I was here before on the Gonzalez matter. Number one, the facility there is not gonna be able to come and pick her up, okay? They
How
won't
do
be able
we
to pick up
get
her.
her?
So what has happened, if I can approach you, what she has done is they've already confirmed and booked her bus trip that leaves at 8:20. And they paid for these ahead of time to get there, and they also paid for the Uber to get her from the bus station directly to the facility. And this has already been prepaid. Okay, so it's gonna have to probably be modified now, but that's the only way.
And we're supposed to trust her that she's gonna actually do all this.
Because she will understand what the consequences are. I would say yes. I mean, if she doesn't, she knows what the consequences will be. You know? I don't think that I would hope that she would not. And I don't think they'd go to this expense to get this stuff in order to make sure that she does comply. But if she doesn't, we'll know soon enough. You know? Okay. But these may have to be modified. I think part of what was going on is she wanted to certainly show the court for good faith that she was coaching us with.
I get it. My only problem is she gets out and she tries to take a detour to go back home, to go say bye to dad, or she's got to go say bye to a friend, and then.
And I get that. I think that if you'll look at the date, it says that she's gonna leave on Wednesday morning, because we don't know what time she's gonna be getting out of jail. The idea was she's gonna be in court today and maybe get released sometime later this morning, Tuesday morning or something like that, and then be able to leave.
We can have precise release instructions so we know exactly what time she gets out.
Do we have that? I mean,
We can do that.
Is that something we can do?
Yeah.
I mean, if that's something we can do, then I guess we'll do that.
We do it all, and so that's how we do it when we release people to go to, the Ed Emmett place or any other place. We say, okay, she gets released at 2 p.m. on this day, and to this person. Here, can we? I know that we can do it. It's possible.
If.
I think in this case, the facility that she's going to is in Grand Prairie.
Right, it's in Grand Prairie, Texas. That's true.
I don't believe anybody from Grand Prairie will come and pick
No,
her up.
they've indicated they cannot, don't have the capability of doing that. They said we can't pick her up, and this is from Charles Cato, the CATO, who is the admissions navigator for the American Addiction Center. He says we can't pick her up from jail and.
What's that document that lawyers have? Who has it? Anna, do you have one of those? Do you have that document, the releasing document that you use? Perhaps you could share one with us,
Absolutely. Give me just.
with Mr. Knowles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have them share it with you, and we can say time that we want her released. So we can say, guys, release her at this time, and we can also do a directive so that she's released at like 7 a.m, so that she can make it to this bus. So do you have an Uber that will take her from here to the jail to this bus stop? How is she gonna make it to the bus? Because this bus stop all the way to Harrisburg, that's far.
The idea, I think, Judge, was that her family was going to pick up and take her to the bus stop. And then the Uber here, the reservation for the Uber that's been paid for, takes her from there
Mr. Knowles,
to the greenhouse addiction center here, is what this Uber was. So from the bus stop in Dallas or Grand Prairie, wherever the nearest point is there, that she's going, gets her there. That's what this represents.
It's just.
Judge, I understand, I respect the risk that we may be taking, but I think that her understanding the consequences, the repercussions that could occur.
Have you spoken to anyone that's gonna pick her up here? Do we know? To any family members that are
I've
really,
spoken to her daughter, which is who I haven't been in contact with, and that's who is intended to be picking her up. Yeah.
so we need to have like a deadline. I guess check-in date, so to speak, where she must be checked in by. So the bus arrives in Dallas at 1:10. What time is that for the Uber you have there, Ms. Knowles?
The Uber, the pickup is gonna be the Greyhound bus
Right.
stop on Lamar.
Drop off at 2:20 p.m.
2:20 p.m. it looks like.
Okay, so we need to verify by like 2:45.
Okay.
Wednesday, she's checked in. If she is not checked in by 2:45 Wednesday, a warrant issues. And I'm telling you now, I don't care what excuse that she has. I'm telling you, because there's just so many hiccups with this that could happen, and I'm trusting you that it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna take excuses, right? If she's not checked in by 2:45, warrant issues. Right? Because I have to put some kind of time on it.
She'll show up tomorrow here. She'll sign up on modified conditions.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the modified conditions are gonna have a time specific for her release. Okay. Do we know what we're gonna make that time to be? If she's here
You
tomorrow.
tell me, because I'm gonna have you draft the order, because I'll have Anna give you a copy of the order. And then you just draft it in how you want at the time. And then the jail will release her at that time. And then hopefully the family will be there waiting for her to take her right to the bus stop, and she gets right on the bus to go. So you tell me what time. We could do it 7 a.m, because that bus trip is what, 8:20? So theoretically, maybe 7:30. We have her taken out of the jail, and the family picks her up at 7:30, and then they take her to the bus stop.
Greyhound, and then goes, and picks that up there on Wednesday morning.
Yeah. Should we put a monitor on her ankle so we know where she is?
I don't think she's gonna have time to do it. Because with probation, I don't have like
Prior to release, do you think we only think?
I don't think I can do that. I can try.
Just a suggestion, do we have her come get the monitor and then she can change the departure time?
No. You've already got everything ready to go. Just let that be. Because that's already in place, ready to go. Let's not fix it if it's not broken, you know?
What I want to do is make sure, as much as the court does, that there's some mechanism that's going to control her coming and going, or GPS and all those kind of things. I know the patient once she gets there, but I want to make sure that we know exactly what's going on with her in terms of the travel from the jail to the facility. And I don't mind. I'm sure they wouldn't mind. Okay, let's modify the departure itinerary to allow her to have that attached. I would feel more
I'm willing to
comfortable
forego it just so that she can meet the schedule. I'm not married to it. I want her to be checked in by, late Wednesday, and we can verify that she's in there. And then I guess what I'd like is maybe on a weekly basis, we just verify that she's still there, that she hasn't just taken off, because.
No, Judge, I'm saying no. And again, with all deference to you, I think the order modification should, because the facility will accept orders from the court, just as.
Okay, so, right, okay, so let's say she cannot leave, she must complete the entire program. How long is it, do you know?
They have a 90, you asked about that, there's a 90-day commitment minimum, but can be extended. Of course, part of that extension is going to be based upon.
It needs to be as long as possible, right? As long as possible. I was hoping 180 days, right? Because that's what.
It can be extended. There is a detailed aftercare program according to Mr. K.
No, right, but I went to inpatient for quite a while.
And I understand.
And then the aftercare, because that's what.
And then the aftercare
said, right?
afterwards, but I'm saying the question that you had the other day was regarding do they offer an aftercare? And he responded, yes, we do offer an aftercare, and it's going to be based upon each individual circumstance that dictates what the aftercare is going to be. Let me go back just a little bit, Judge, because Murphy's Law has a way of following me and a lot of folks. The fact that she doesn't get there till 2:20 and it's 2:45 to check in, that bus is gonna have effect. The Uber is gonna have an accident.
I don't know what to tell you there, Mr. Knowles, but this is why I'm telling you, I think we should do Santa Maria, because this way we know there's no issues. This is ripe with problems, and I'm telling you, if she says it's now Thursday, she's not checked in because, dang it, I had a death in the family, or I had scoliosis, or I had to go to the hospital, or.
I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for 3:20 instead of 2:20. Give her an hour, okay? Just if the time that she is supposed to get there is
She gets to the facility at 2:20.
for the Uber, then I mean.
If she knows that she has time, she's gonna go do extra things, and that's what I want. She knows. She's lucky that this is even happening. Okay?
Judge, and I want.
Really?
I know there's a host of reasons why you're doing it, and I get that. So that's what we will do.
Yeah, all right, 2:45 check-in. All right.
Do you want me to necessarily zoom in tomorrow just to get her to modify or change off and sign off on the
I
conditions?
need you to, yeah, because I don't want to talk to her without you being present.
Okay.
You know, because I'm gonna explain to her everything what we transpired here today, so she knows what the expectations are. If you want, leave me your cell phone, and then I can text you the exact moment that when she comes out, we can do it. Or whatever time is best for you, you let me know, and then we can set it up for that time.
That's fine, then I'll share,
If you want to give it to Vic,
I'll give Victoria.
yeah, and then whatever time you want, we could do it at that time.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. All right, Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Martin, last week-ish, we put my client Tony Arredondo on a probation. Can I give you a cause number?
Is this the one where you want a
Occupation.
occupation? What's the cause number?
2533720.
25337.
20.
That's it.
And the reason I'm approaching is we in fairness have a high BAC 2625. I wanted to see.
Does he have an interlock now?
He's on probation, so yeah.
Well, no, he's probably got a portable device now.
Oh, you're right. Excuse me. Yes, he does. He does not have any Parkinson's. He's not driving.
State, what do you think? Would you be okay with it?
Hey, Judge, I told this house I defer to the court. It absolutely happens to be able to work.
Is there, because, is there a suspension?
I
don't know. Hey, Ramona, is there a hard suspension?
Let me check, Judge. I should be able to.
In DWI, because this one's, it's within 2 years. I don't. So he wants, so Mr. Johnson wants an application. Come on, look. Oh, no. I don't, the first one was dismissed.
Yeah, first one was the, yeah, ETI.
ETI dismissed. I don't.
There's not a, what do you call it? I'm not waiting.
Yeah, I'm okay with it,
Waiting
Mr. Johnson. You know, as long as he remains in compliance with his probation, I'm good with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Judge. We'll get that file.
If you just want to talk with Ramona to get the specifics, I'm okay with it, but he's always had to remain in compliance.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Judge, there's a question.
That's okay. It's an assault. It's a terroristic threat. So do what was there before, and then just note that going on the test. 50 days. Matt.
Flores, Judge.
Hey, how are you? What's new? Oh, Flores.
123.
Okay.
Is he planned and did not pay his fees or something associated with that? I think the new case is, it's gonna be in court 3, but it's a K case is what Victoria told me. Because
Do you have a cause number?
is it not on the document?
I've got it, Judge.
What is it?
209 7626.
You say 20976?
Yes,
That's a cause number?
that's what I have here, Judge. It's really weird.
That's over.
But the thing is, I wasn't practicing here until 2016, but I was appointed to him in 2023.
You got appointed to a DWI from 2016? I see you as,
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't.
that's got to be a mistake, right?
I think so.
You want to take you off?
Well, that's where.
Cause number?
Yes, Judge.
That's gotta be a
Did you
mistake.
profile on Flores?
But
I know, but he's somehow attached to the DWI from 2016.
Yeah, he was attached, in 2023.
it could be a bar,
Judge, he was convicted and sentenced to 60 days Harris County Jail in 2016. From what I-
You see he had sweat.
Oh, so in 2016, he was given sweep. And I
Okay.
guess he failed to do the sweep.
okay, yes.
So they remanded him to serve the remainder of the defendant's sentence as to confinement. And then a habeas was issued in 2023.
And I guess he picked up,
He only owes $783. So how long has he been in?
I don't know, I'm trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together.
So
Well, I don't know if he's in 3, but Victoria told me the case is gonna be transferred to 3.
in court 12, he picked up a failure to ID as a fugitive.
Yes,
And
a,
bond set at $1,500.
Judge, the cases are going to court 3. Court names called this morning, and we figured it out. They're all going to court 3. But the case is frontline doesn't transfer. You either satisfy it or proceedings remanded until trial satisfied.
What do you want?
I mean, in the interest of cleaning this up, could we satisfy him for your situation? He's likely gonna be in custody for,
He's been in custody since, for what, 2 days now, so he's accrued $200 worth. He's not made bond. Let's see, is there an ice hold? Oh, wait.
I don't know.
No holds. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Satisfied?
Okay,
He still has to make bond on the failure to ID though, so.
yes, I'm
Are
gonna
you
go
working in
see.
3 or no?
I don't think it's gonna be assigned to me, but I won't let them know what
Yeah.
happened up here.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Sure. Anna.
No, no, talk about-
Hold on a second. Judge Hatton,
Yes, Your Honor.
what's going on, man?
Nothing much. I got Krista Smith on the docket, Judge.
Page 17.
Still waiting on blood discovery on that one.
I think we're still.
Not discovery, but actually the results.
Hey, what's the deal with the blood? You got it?
With-
Smith.
Yes, Judge. Give me 1 sec. Judge, this is hard to say, but I'm looking for the blood results.
Looking for blood.
Because in the 2021 case, and I think the evidence was moved over, and so I'm trying to get in contact with the officer to they have blood results. I have been unsuccessful thus far.
Why don't we subpoena the officer to come to court?
Yes, Judge, I can do that.
The best way to get something is to haul him in.
Maybe.
Judge Hatton, if they don't have it, I'm going to subpoena the officer to come to court within the next 10 days to have the blood in hand or the results or whatnot.
That works for me, Judge.
If they do not have it, you know what I mean?
I'm good with that.
So we'll set 10-day discovery hearing. But hold on a second. Oh, he's not done yet, but that's where we'll, if they don't have it, that's where we'll be.
It'll be the week of the 19th.
Ms. Gibbs.
So for 15. Is that all he has? Does he have anything else?
That's all.
I'm gonna give you a signature.
No dice? Serenity now?
So here's what's going on. It was to be filed 2 years after the fact, 2021.
I mean, does it pass the statute of limitations? I'm
No,
glad.
Your Honor, not because it was filed. So, they waited to run the blood test after she got out of the hospital. They ran the blood test and apparently it came back as positive for, what was it? I'm saying all this, Your Honor, yes, we went with the officer, and he can't produce a subpoena. So.
No. Subpoena him
Oh,
now.
we'll subpoena him now.
Subpoena him now. I'm doing a 10-day discovery hearing. He's got to have it.
So
You got to have it in hand.
we'll get in
ready to
touch,
go.
but it was part of them charging this case, so he should have it, and if he doesn't, then we have a problem.
Okay, so Judge Hatton, I'm going to set it for 5:15. It's a 10-day discovery hearing, okay?
I'll be there, Judge. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Have fun.
You as well.
Are you ready, Anna? Hey. Yes, ma'am.
I'm approaching on Mr. Wiggins.
Okay.
He's in custody. I am here today to see if you would consider lowering his bond.
What's going on anyways? Aren't we at the precipice?
We are, Judge, but I'll let the state speak for itself, but he does have the pending felonies, so.
Has he posted bond on those felonies?
No, he is not. But I think it's the bond on the misdemeanors that are.
Guys, what do did we set this for trial yet or no?
We have not set the misdemeanors.
And this is the DVD.
Yeah.
DVD, Judge,
What's going on upstairs? Have they, I know that they made
There's
it.
Sebastian.
There you go. Look.
Sorry, where do we leave this?
it looks like there's an offer on the case, Your Honor. Judge.
So, yes, there is an offer upstairs that should take care of everything. Fortunately, because the misdemeanors and felonies are very intertwined, I'm just not able to.
You're not able to what?
I'm not able to do anything online.
What is the offer?
Upstairs, I think it's 5 TDC.
Do they have a deadline by when to do? I mean,
I'm not
because our cases are now at 400 days. I'm not holding it anymore. I'm going to set them for trial.
Okay.
I can't just sit here and hope and wish and pray the felonies court's going to do something. And
I understand. I can relay that to felon.
it's unreasonable to hold someone. It's
Okay,
let them max out on time anyways,
okay.
if they haven't already.
Judge, can I ask for a 10-day trial setting since he's in custody and been in custody? Or do I need to work that with Ramona?
I don't know. I mean, I get it that they're really intertwined. Let's do this. Talk to felony today. Say that defense has asked for a 10-day trial setting, and I'm ready to, acquiesce because it's now at 400 days. They're asking for a bond reduction because nothing's moving.
Sure. I'll relay that.
So let's roll it to tomorrow,
Okay.
see what they say, and then I'm ready to set it. I mean, I can't just.
I understand.
just-
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
If you want to do it for maybe later day this week, or just come off docket tomorrow. So
Okay.
they didn't have to come back at 3 a.m, you know?
Okay.
So whatever you want to do.
Okay, I can do that. And I have one more to talk to you about.
Okay.
Ally, he's on bond, ALLY.
Yeah.
He's gone and done his assessment. We're just waiting on the report. I've reached out to the Harris Center just to get confirmation. But,
Read anything?
well, I reached out this morning, and I have not heard back yet.
Okay,
So-
now let's roll it for later this week. It's
Okay.
524 days, so.
Okay. Okay,
If you haven't heard back from them, I'm gonna reach out.
okay.
It's Judge, I could also, and I told Anna, I reached out, I mean, all we need is like, did he go? And
Come on, man, really?
Yeah, and I-
You've literally been resetting and resetting and just for that damn thing?
Well, there was a little more
Yeah,
complications. that-
Okay, so let's set it for like Thursday and then.
okay. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Can I be excused?
Yes.
Hi, Ms. Gibbs, Ms. Gibbs.
Good morning, Ms. Gibbs. Ma'am, you're charged with failure to identify oneself. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 60 days in jail with credit for the 23 days that you've done. You need to understand that today you're making a lifetime decision. This case is going on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You understand? You also give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So you can never come back and complain and try to change this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense, man? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to it. I'll roll your quote. You won't owe anything. Good luck to you, man. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Report out the first part of collections and the front of the forms and not everything today, but. Oh, sorry. She said down at the first page. You make a left. It's just before you exit the building. It's right in front of the cafeteria.
Hey, did you file conditions on that one case that we did PC on?
I believe it was.
That one, yeah.
I just filed them, Your Honor, I apologize. My computer died.
It's okay. Greg, we need to take care of homeboy. Arzola. Yeah, I don't know. Have you reached out to Greg? Do you know?
I sent an email. He did. Okay, just a little, you ready for it? The case number 4.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you already have it?
No.
Oh, 2373511. No, I think that's it.
Okay.
He showed up. He's here.
Come up, Mr. Oats. Mr. Oats, you were charged with harassing communication. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay. Do you need a cause number?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's 237-3511. Loud, please.
Judge, on August 29th, 2021, an officer was dispatched for a stalking call. The complainant witness stated the defendant and she were previously in a dating relationship, but had been broken up for about a year at the time. The complainant witness stated she had to block the defendant's number because he was calling her excessively. On this date, the complaining witness noticed that the defendant's location was close to hers, which freaked her out because the defendant had moved to Oregon. She also stated that the defendant left flowers at her house and had told the defendant about 10 times to leave her alone via text message. The defendant refused to and said that he just wanted to talk to her. The defendant stayed outside the complaining witness's apartment all day and watched her. The defendant took a photo of the apartment and told the complaining witness to come outside. The officers detained the defendant admitted to calling and texting the complaining witness numerous times. The defendant had sent over 80 text messages, which the complaining witness stated excluded.
So I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond, not to have any contact with this person and not to be possessing of weapons. Do you understand? Now, where have you been for the last 4 darn years?
So when I got out of jail, after my posted bail, I went back home to Oregon and and I started my life again and I just gave up.
Doesn't work like that. Now you go to jail.
And I understand that. See, when I was here, the lady told me, she was like, what are your intentions when you get out after bail? And I was like, I'm leaving. I'm not coming. I'm not going around her. I don't
You
want to
have
talk to her.
an open case and you can't just take off and go to Abu Dhabi because you want to take the hell off, start a new life. No, it doesn't work like that. Appoint him a lawyer, please. Take a seat for me in the jury box.
Judge, there was no weapons, no contact.
On that one over there. So it's no contact with the, it was in Sestata, right? Is that what it was?
I'm sorry?
Sestata?
No, the one we just did.
Oh, yeah, no contact, no weapons, no going where she lives. You know what? Don't even. I'm gonna have him, if he leaves here today, he gets a monitor.
Yes, sir.
But I don't know.
So I'm there, you're good. Let me see if we have one. So we came back. PD's office.
Wow, Greg, you made it. Wonderful.
I've got several.
There's one jail case that we need to talk
Yeah,
about.
sorry, I was across the hall, took
Not
forever.
bad. I'm glad you made it.
Let's see what he wants to do.
Just Roche. You want, yeah, Mr. Alberto Garcia. He got tested this morning. It's just marijuana. So we sort of have three things. Now we're down to
Yeah,
one. Still.
great. So hopefully it'll, by the 50th, it'll be just completely clean. Yeah, we'll set you off. Sure, thanks. You too.
So basically, I said that this meeting's office is on the show. It does work out.
That's one at a time.
Yes. Well, they do. Just their house. I give you this. Yes. Yeah.
Every Monday, Thursday, and we're civil days.
She got out of there. Not sure. Yeah, I've seen that. It's like see HPV person, and I know Brad too. Okay. Hey, so let's start with Belgrade.
Oh, this. Getting hit myself. One second.
Yes, it's most good. Shoot. This one we don't have. Yeah. And. It's always.
Won't send that one guy down yet. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, lots of routes too. But I know we still need her approach today. Yeah, I mean, she got a nice real.
Huh?
Garcia, Alberto. I can say her. Yeah. Let him sign.
So the name's Anna Jean Tiffany. That's.
She's already answered that one. What?
You need that?
Michael Jackson.
Well, I can't get all that. I can't escape it.
What do you?
All right, there you go. We're ready to go.
I think that's all. Okay, yes, this is good. So because,
Do I need to?
no,
What happened?
I'm gonna let him know now so he can sign it, and then I'm gonna. Just, whenever you get a chance, if you just find everything for it.
Yeah.
Please, and thank you.
Good, because her son.
She's on.
So she'll sub in and then I'll.
Thank you, Paul.
Yes, we do need
I hope-
the number.
I don't know.
Yes, we know. And then I'm gonna sign it and then. I'm gonna deposit.
Right, it's for everyone to see. Third is his own about its motions or something.
Okay.
But I know, it's filed for.
Okay.
You just want.
Okay, and let me talk to him. Well, I was gonna approach on double bed.
So spike that?
And then I'll talk back.
Yes.
Okay. Just gotta. Stay off. No, I just saw it. Yeah, so. I don't think it's. Like, so while I was this semester.
She's gonna be signing for bail petition after this.
Ready?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
First I was gonna approach on Galindo.
Okay.
This is the kid that you took into custody. He had tested dirty. I was gonna see with a little weekend jail therapy, if you would consider reinstating his bond. I'm hoping the DA is gonna give him a possible pretrial intervention, and obviously I can't get this kid to do anything if he's in custody, so. I'm assuming it's gonna be.
You don't have anything yet? No good offer? It's 130.
I mean, I turned everything in, but yeah, that's.
Submitted something.
I submitted it. It looks like that's where we're going is yes, but he needs to be out on bond to do what they asked him.
So when this case was first filed, I told, let's see how he's doing on bond. Let's just kind of, let's see how.
Your mom and dad here or anyone here?
Right. She was here. Now you, sir, behind you.
I'm bringing Mr. Galindo. Oh. Is it Galindo?
Galindo.
Galindo. Galindo.
Galindo. Galindo.
Hi. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
My only issue is that we've done this before. We're reinstated as a bond.
I understand, but he's a high school kid. He's gonna be missing school. If they do the pretrial intervention, I can't have him do anything in there. If they're gonna do some sort of decision-making class, a drug safety course, that type of stuff, they're all online. I need him out. He can't do it.
How do we ensure that he doesn't use anymore?
Well, I mean,
Tell me, what is his schedule now, Mom?
He goes to school, he comes home.
Where's he at school in Madison?
He's in high school, right?
He's a.
Is it Katie? Where's it? More. Okay.
I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order him under home confinement, other than school. You know. You know, there are times in life where people are their own worst enemy. That is you. There's no one else to blame. I have already reinstated your bond once, and I told you that I wasn't going to play this game again, and now you're in jail. Your lawyer and your mom are just, they want to get you out. But why? You do whatever the hell you want to do, whenever you're going to do it. You just don't care about bond conditions. So why would we do this?
To be honest, like, I give you my word,
Your word is absolute. Goes from me, goes in one ear, goes in out the other ear. You telling me something, I don't believe it for a second, because that's what you told me the last time. And now you're here telling me the same thing. Why on earth?
My CDO.
Okay, explain that to Judge. What do you want?
Say that again? What?
I want to study for my CDO so I can do trucking.
Do you think anyone's going to hire you with weed in your system? They test every single person when you go drive a 15,000-pound car. You get behind the wheel and you have marijuana in your system and you get into an accident, your life is all but over. You'll never be employed again. No one. Because before they even put you in a car, they're going to test you like crazy. And if you test positive for marijuana, you think they're going to let you drive?
No, sir.
I'm not. You're a complete liability.
And Judge, that's, part of if they give him the PTI, that's not concrete, you understand, I'm trying to get you what's called a pretrial intervention.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming part of it, and I would encourage part of it to be the drug safety course, learn something out of it, a decision-making course, community service, whatever they may want. And I'm hoping some of the stuff helps them learn from it, educate himself. And so he stops doing this, he can graduate, try to achieve his goals, but I mean, you know, if he's got the criminal conviction, he's sitting in there, it just goes downhill from there. And so I'm trying to get.
Perception is reality. If you look like a thug, people will treat you like a thug. If you speak like a thug, they will treat you like a thug. When your hair is all kind of crazy and you go in half dressed with your pants down to your ankles, do you think you're going to get anything in this life?
No, sir. Not at all.
Tell me about his schedule now, Mom. What is he doing?
He go to school.
Okay, every day? Okay.
He comes home from school and just sees until maybe there's up doing that going night.
What was he doing before we put him in jail? What was he doing? Is he going out with friends? Is he going out on Friday nights, Saturday nights, going out to?
School most of the time. He was up just out.
What do you mean most of the time?
Well, he'll miss school day.
What?
He would just go to, and now he's there just for every day. So he doesn't.
They should say first he was, now he's been going
Yeah, he's
since.
been going to school since we came back to court. The first time he came to court, he's been going to school. So prior to that, he just didn't have no cash for wanting to school or anything like that.
Mr. Galindo,
Yes, sir.
this life really, really sucks without money. And I cannot tell you the amount of people that we get in here end up in jail because they quit school at the 10th grade, dropped out because they would just rather go out partying, doing whatever they're going to do, just thinking that, oh, I'm going to go get a job and just go work. The more schooling you have in this life, the more money you will make. Ask him how much money he makes. It's a rhetorical question. He probably spent the better part of around 7, 8 years in life just in post high school. And now homeboy probably makes, I don't know, $250,000, give or take, you know, I'm betting. Because that's what life is about. He's constantly going to Athens, Greece, just that's what life is about. Not living paycheck to paycheck, scrummaging just to be able to get freaking groceries. Just, I can't get new tires on my car because I ain't got no money. So, and then I can't get a job because I ain't got no money because I ain't got no tires. This is the shitty part about life, that you skipping school are going to end up. I still have friends that I went to high school with that work at fast food restaurants because they never did anything worthwhile in life. And they look at me like, oh, I'm like, it doesn't come easy. If it was hard, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Now, did we have a GPS monitor on his ankle before? Okay. Reluctantly, I'm going to let you out. But the only thing I want from you is to get up, you go to school, and you go back home. You're not allowed out. I don't want you to go out on a Friday night. I don't want you to go out on a Saturday night. I want you to sit home. And I want verification every week that you have attended school and that you have not skipped one class. The next time you skip, so help me, I'm going to light you up. Do you understand me? You ever test positive for anything else again, I promise you, I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to let you out again. And I don't give a rat's behind what kind of deal that you have to get him out on, whether he gets dismissed or not. You violate any set conditions, it's over for you. So, GPS prior to release, scram on the other ankle so he's not drinking. School every day. After he gets home from school, 3 o'clock, what time does he get home from school?
I get home at 2:35, sir.
So
I leave school at 2:35 and get home at 2:50.
3 p.m. home, and he stays there. He's not allowed out until the foreseeable future.
Okay.
Okay. That's it. Saturday, Sunday, you stay at home. You're not allowed out.
When do you want the reset wise? Because it's gonna auto generate once you give him the bond. So right.
I mean, we can set it off. Well, I'd like to set it off on a weekly basis so that we know he's
And then I can get with the
So
DA and
we'll
kind of,
do, so what's today? Today's Monday. We'll set it for next Monday.
then I'll get with the state, iron out.
Now, back into school, and I want proof that you're actually enrolled and that you're attending faithfully every single day. You cut a class, I'm gonna cut you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck.
There's a family function, the other, go on the weekends, no.
Let Greg know. I want to know what it is, and I want to know that he's with you the whole time. He can't go by himself. He can't deviate this, there, no. If he's with you, I'm okay with it, but he's got to stay with you the whole time. Okay. When you act like a child, we treat you like a child, and now I have to constantly put you over my knee and spank you like a little child. If that's what we have to do, that's what we'll do. Next time I spank you, it's gonna hurt like hell. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna talk to you. Rebecca. I don't know if you need to know this. I'm also, on Ms. Bosenberg, the PD's office is going to take over on that due to the evaluation came back. So I think Lori's taken over, just so you know.
Yeah, just let,
She does, she knows, but I didn't know if you needed to notate.
we still need to speak to,
Yeah, I was gonna talk to him real quick first. Do you want?
no, go talk, and then when you're done, we'll talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Judge, can you check the waiting room?
Yeah, sorry, I had a bunch of windows
That's
open.
okay.
Okay. Hey, hi, Ray.
Hi,
What's new?
not much. How about you?
You know, it's Monday,
It
but
is
we're almost
Monday.
done, so that's a good thing.
I got a pretty easy one for you. A motion to withdraw. I've had no contact with the client.
Okay.
I'm
Is it
just-
status now?
It is. It's been in warrant status for a while.
Just have it, thank you.
It should be in your queue.
Thank
you.
Good morning, Ms. Sex. Sorry, I had a bunch of windows open. I didn't see it. Hi,
Hi, good morning, Your Honor.
tell me, who you got?
I have Sheena Moore. I believe I got the email saying that I needed to approach for announcements for tomorrow. So I believe we're on the trial doc.
Shh, you're on for tomorrow, you said?
Yes, Judge, she's a trial case for tomorrow.
Okay. I remember there's something else you were thinking about doing.
Yeah, so we had submitted information, a PTI application last week to the division chief for PTI, and I believe that they said they would provide an answer hopefully by this afternoon. But I told my client, if we don't have an answer, we have to just proceed tomorrow.
Hold on a second. I can't hear anything. It's just so loud in
I'm
here.
sorry.
It's okay. It's not you. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No problem. Yeah, so we were waiting to hear back from the division chief in regards to if they were going to accept her into the PTI program or not. I did inform her that if we don't have an answer by trial, I informed my client, we don't have an answer by trial, that we do have to proceed either way, but that's just what we're waiting on right now. So they said hopefully by this afternoon, we'll have an answer.
Have you gotten an answer?
Well, I haven't got an answer yet, Judge. I know she was looking at it this morning. State's ready for trial though, regardless.
Okay, I don't know. Let's hold it to tomorrow and let's see,
Okay.
Hopefully they'll have a decision,
Yeah.
We'll have a panel ready, I guess, just in case.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Your Honor. I
You know,
will
if you
see
can
you
reach
all.
out to them.
While we're all here, if she's approved, will she have any time to get anything done?
She's approved now. I'm gonna send her for a TRAS tomorrow.
Yes,
She's supposed to be here.
We won't, okay.
Right, if she's approved, but I don't know. So I guess go talk to them, see what you can do. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow, Ms. Dexon.
All right. Thank you. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.
Take care. We'll go through the list.
Page 2, Paul Garris. I emailed the attorney a couple of times. We're pending restitution. Do we have that yet?
How could it be waived at 196 days? No.
Because,
It's supposed to be required. And then we waive it unless they've got everything done, so they don't have to be here just for
it was
dismissal.
submitted, and then it came back that they needed restitution, and he asked to be, because the defendant was here last time. To wait it because we were just waiting on restitution.
Hold on, let me see. Do you have it?
I do.
You got restitution?
I do.
Okay.
Well, I don't have they haven't paid it yet, but I do have what we need to move forward with the PTI. And I believe he was approved, Judge. He was approved and defense was notified of that.
Why is it the defendant is also the lawyer? Huh?
Nephew. They're related.
Oh. Well, if he was approved, he's supposed to be here so we could do the TRAS, you know? Yeah, I guess let's wait for the lawyer to get here.
Okay. The next one, Judge. Is page 9. Ibarra. I was told we're expecting the supervision order.
I signed one earlier, let me see. Was there a supervision order on that?
Not yet. No, not yet, Judge. We can move on to the next one. Shakori says we're waiting on Brenda to respond. So the next one, Judge, is page 13. Julius, set for arraignment, to appear to bond posted.
5,002.
Okay, we know.
Oh, hold on, Marie, you ready? Yes, ma'am.
Judge, I just wanted to let you know that on the case that we were here on Friday morning, Victor Rauda Lopez,
Oh, yeah, I signed a,
he hired an attorney, Judge.
I signed
Okay,
it.
so you'll sign the order. Thank you.
Thanks.
Can we pull Mr. Benitez? I said good morning. Mr. Perez, PPR. I think they need to take his fingerprints.
Yeah. School. Either. You guys can the band, that was the band, that race.
Buenos días, señor Pérez. Okay. ¿Me puede decir por favor? No, no tiene que ver.
Should I put all four case numbers?
I don't know.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Perez. Mr. Perez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 90 days in jail with credit for the 58 days that you have done. You need to understand that this charge now will reflect as a conviction on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. Do you know what happens on your next DWI? Take a guess.
¿Pueden tener mucho tiempo aquí?
They can have me here for a long time.
Want to take a guess how much?
We never get tanto tiempo. Yeah.
From now on, if you ever pick up a DWI, you will be looking at a felony offense and you will be facing a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. And you don't have to be stupid, falling down, pig-ass drunk to pick up another DWI. With your record, an officer's going to pull you over. The mere smell will probably be enough for them to charge you with a felony offense. So if I were you, you have a sip of a beer, I wouldn't get into a car because it's a huge risk that you're taking. Not to mention, every single time you will get hit with an immigration detainment, just like now. So if there's family that depends on you, I would probably think about them. The agreement that you worked out is 90 days in jail with credit for the 58 days. You were giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. You can never take it off. Do you understand?
Yes.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes.
Yes. How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Second offense, guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to the 90 days in jail, give you credit for the 58 days. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. You're not driving until you get a license. Good luck to you, Jim.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it. Yeah.
So, Butcher, we need to have a hearing because she's on bond for a case, picked up a new case, and then picked up a felony case.
That's what I was gonna say, I'm just wondering on 2 different occasions. I think that would be better, they were both coach on the same day.
Okay, yeah, we'll just leave it as is.
Hey, Judge, real quick. I'll start his grandmother on Galindo. She's like, he gets home around 3:30. So I just want to, so can we, do you want to tell your child?
Of course.
And then you wanted to bring out Jesse Arzola.
Yeah.
It is DVD. Just so you know, I am filing a evaluation.
I still need one.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm giving you a heads up that like.
Can you still just give me a brief rendition?
Absolutely.
Okay, can you bring out Arzola, please? Yeah.
Was it submitted folders?
Hopefully the back was the mom.
Y'all ready? You all right? Running? You're doing good. You're doing good.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. The next one?
Yeah.
All right, just listen to everything Joe's gonna tell you.
You speak English, right?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Arzola, I'm bringing you out because with us, you're on bond for a terroristic threat. The next day you pick up a criminal mischief, or maybe it's the same transaction, I don't know. All I know is that now you've picked up a felony violation, or I'm sorry, you picked up a violation protective order with us. And the bond is set at $100,000 on it. I have no idea what happened. We're going to find out. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Judge, do you need to hear about criminal mischief and,
No, just the
just BPO?
VPO, please. If you could be loud.
Yes, Judge. On April 30th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers were dispatched to a disturbance call. Officers arrived and met with a complaining witness who stated that the defendant is his son. Complaining witness was informed that the defendant was causing a disturbance at his shop and wanted him to criminally trespass. Defendant refused to leave and refused to sign a trespass warning given by officer. Officer then found the defendant had an active protective order prohibiting from being at the location.
So this is the terroristic threat, I imagine, had the protective order.
I believe so, Your Honor.
And so the court knows, I think the one that ends with 9-2, that one was no PC. I think that one's being dismissed or was dismissed, but that leaves open the other three cases.
Oh, there was another terroristic threat.
There's two terroristic threats. One was no PC, and I believe that's being dismissed. And then there's the, just so the court knows.
Yes, I didn't realize they're all basically within the same. So what happened on the terroristic threat and the mischief, I guess?
On the mischief, Judge, on April 28th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, officers met with a complaining witness who stated that the defendant is his son. Complaining witness stated that the defendant struck several vehicles with metal pipe, breaking the taillight left panel and damaging the front hood of the vehicle. Complaining witness stated the defendant then started to argue with him
Evidence?
and gestured a handgun and acted like he was discharging it. That's on the.
That's a terroristic threat.
You what?
That is
You read that again?
correct, Your Honor.
He acted like he had a handgun. Did I get that?
And acted like he discharged it.
So a imaginary gun is a terroristic thing? Like pew pew?
Well, it says, did then there unlawfully threaten to commit an offense, namely murder upon a member of the defendant's family, namely Jesse James Arzola Sr., hereinafter called the complainant with intent to place the complainant in fear of imminent serious bodily injury.
I have a little more, Judge, too.
Okay.
Sorry. The defendant, used his right-handed gesture, a handgun, acting like he discharged on him while stating that he was going to kill him and all of his family members.
Why? No, something.
I mean, I just got it, Your Honor, so I had, I need to look at everything. I haven't seen anything yet.
Ms. Arzola, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I can't give you a PR bond, man. Just, you scare me. The last thing I want is I don't want you to go back And I don't want you to do something that you will eternally regret. It's mom and dad, man, you know? Look at me. What's going on with you?
I filed some paperwork, Your Honor. Just so you know.
What I'm gonna do now, Mr. Arzola, I'm gonna have you speak to some people because we need to figure out how to go forward. I don't know. Just don't go back over there. Do you understand? I don't know if you're gonna get out, but if you do, I'm putting a monitor on your ankle and I don't want you to go back over there. I'll obviously give you a bond reduction on the 100,000. I think it's a little excessive, but I'm gonna revoke his PR bonds. You know, he was on a PR bond. I'm assuming he was on a PR bond and went back. Is that right? Because the first offenses happened on the 28th. Now, the VPO.
And just so the VPO has sent that, Your Honor.
And it has been assigned to DVD or.
Right, so 2 days later, it goes back, and so that's why.
So it's not gonna be theirs, but I don't know who the DVD prosecutor is.
Can you get all
They're gonna share everything they have with me, yes, sir. Can take a
the
little time.
police badge numbers and the police that were there,
Yep.
that arrived?
It'll be in the report once I
It'll be
get
in the
the
report. Everything.
And can we go to trial?
We sure can, but it's one step at a time, okay? We're not there yet, but we can go to trial if that's what you want.
Mr. Arzola, my only other thing I'm gonna ask you is that I don't know if you're taking anything, some kind of illegal substances,
Drug free?
but, you know, are you supposed to be taking anything?
No, I'm drug free.
No. Are you supposed to be taking
No.
anything? Have you talked to a doctor or they prescribed you anything? Because we can have you also talk to a doctor too, to see if
I'm
there's
not
something to be taking. I don't know. I'm trying to just
concerned about anything like that.
help you out so that you don't pick up more things. That's it. So look, I'll let you talk to Greg. You guys figure out how we go forward. So I'll set the bond at 5,003 on the VPO.
Okay.
I want you to understand something, Mr. Arzola. I'm issuing a protective order now on the violation case. If you violate those conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at zero bond until these cases are over with. Do you understand? The only thing I'm asking you to do is don't have contact with your dad. Don't go over
Criminal
there.
charges?
Their
Exactly.
charges are terroristic threat of a family member, criminal mischief, and violation of a protective order.
And what I want to say is that the so-called claiming police trespassed on my property.
Okay.
So I'm trying to say that those charges are bogus, all those charges.
Noted.
Well, look, the evidence is going to point to whose side is correct. I don't know. We weren't there. But it'll take time to get the evidence. There'll be body cams. And when we get everything, we're going to show it to you so you can see what happened as well. Okay? Hold on.
So the one is 5,003, Your Honor. So what are the other two bonds?
So hold on. Can you file, a protective order has not even been filed on the VPO. Can you file it so that we can do it?
Yes, Your Honor, we can, we'll have, Sebastian.
So what I'm doing is I'm now entering an order, Mr. Arzola, that identifies Mr. Arzola Senior as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section. Yeah, we will, but
Because I feel that what you're saying is really irrelevant because the impersonating police officers that trespassed on my property gave me bogus charges. So the police, the so-called police that arrested me, I want to go to trial.
We're gonna go to trial, but we're not there yet,
Let me
okay?
do this one last thing, though. I need you to listen real quick, Mr. Arzola. The protective order says that you cannot go within 200 feet of where your dad lives, where your dad works. You cannot be in possession of any of the weapons. cannot communicate with this person in a
I'm
threatening.
mentioning that I'm not concerned.
Should be.
Well,
This just says you can't go there. We'll talk about everything else in trial.
Just want to
and that.
explain.
if my family, my parents didn't write any police report or sign any paperwork, I'm not concerned what is being said.
I'll have Greg reach out to your folks to figure out what they say, okay? You cannot stalk your parents. You cannot be in possession of a firearm or use anyone else to communicate a threat or harassing behavior to your father. All right, we're gonna have him sign everything, Greg.
Okay.
We'll sign your motion. And then,
Well, I want to go to trial and I want to be appointed a new lawyer, a court appointed lawyer.
just raise it up by $1.
Okay. So that makes it what?
1,001.
1,001 down each, okay.
Okay. All right, Mr. Arzola, we're gonna have you sign these documents. After that, we'll have you go.
I want a new court appointed attorney.
You just met him. Okay, okay. But we need him to sign stuff, okay? GPS prior to release, no drugs, no alcohol. Hey, what's he got in his fingers there? He grabbed something.
You gonna sign my evaluation? Okay, thank you.
I don't know if it's like,
If it's what?
yo, I don't know.
I don't know, but I mean.
And then whatever you need, we'll give it to you, you know?
Okay.
Just wave the signature. It's okay. Wave it.
Okay, so I'll explain the.
But hey, look, take a copy of the MOA to him. If he refuses to sign, just put refuse to sign on it and then we'll sign it.
Okay.
Okay, but at least let him make the attempt to see if he'll sign it.
State needs to file that notice on the
Yeah.
violation. I don't have it. But I do see the more the case the terrorist threat, not the one that was no PCs. The other one instead, it was signed 429. And it's for just
And then
James
they-
Russell.
and then let's put this on.
I don't think so.
I will put this-
Okay, so I'm waiting on
We can
the,
amend that one.
Yeah,
I'm waiting on the new
We can
MOA.
write on
Sign.
yeah.
To have signed.
Yeah.
Right, is Stephen to go back?
No, no. Okay, so you got the bond, so 5,003 on the DPO, 1,001 on the other two. And then I'll do bail orders here. You ready?
I'm approaching on Ms. Burnett for a plea.
I'm ready when you are.
And I did attachment and enhancements for each. They weren't addressed on the plea.
Oh, thanks. All right, good morning, Ms. Burnett. Ms. Burnett, you're charged with two cases, right? The assault, the disorderly conduct discharging, is that right?
Your Honor, she's pleading to a criminal mischief and disorderly conduct.
This
was the.
Okay, so the assault is being dismissed. You're pleading guilty to the two other cases. You need to understand that both of those cases will go on your record. They're going to be there for the rest of your life. The reason that's important is because number one, it now makes it a 90-day minimum on one and a 30-day minimum on the other if you ever pick up new charges. Not only that, if it continues with the same course of conduct, it's very possible they file a felony offense on you. So you need to be very careful moving forward. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, for possible immigration consequences, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, you can never come back and change these or undo this. This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the offense of disorderly conduct? Guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
And on the criminal mischief, guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty, sentence you to 180 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 71 days that you've done on both. And good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Monsieur.
Wait,
Oh, wait.
Okay, follow July.
On appointed cases,
Okay.
Yeah, always wait.
Judge, I have a case on tomorrow's docket, and it's a PTI clean and green.
Okay.
We had scheduled it, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, and then he gets an email and they rescheduled him to
I
July.
remember this case.
And so does he need to come tomorrow? He's already paid
Remember, we were
$100.
gonna look to see if they could do it earlier.
Right, and they couldn't, but now they delayed it until July. That was like 2 months ago or something. He's already paid his money.
Why?
I have the email. It's,
I wish I could give you an answer,
I mean,
Judge.
people wanna live their lives. They don't wanna, you know?
it's Kevin C.
Yeah, so Judge, this is with environmental. I can try to have them there. They might know better than me. I'm not had that many answers because it's not our case and we don't typically handle the cleaning green PTI stuff anyway. So I can reach out to environmental. They're gonna have better answers.
It's July, I mean, I have the email he got, he forwarded to me. It says July 23rd, and I'm just like, are you kidding?
Okay, so just, I guess, are you okay with leaving it on that day?
I'm okay with leaving it on maybe the next
Leave it
day.
on that day. Just let's reset this case for the day after to make sure he showed up. And then just talk to them.
So his appearance is waived tomorrow? Okay, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm here on Jonelle Sherrod. He's in custody.
Hey. So are you taking over just this case? Are you doing the case upstairs too?
No, just this one.
Just this one? Okay.
Can we have the live stream turned off just because of his age? He's a high school student.
Do you want me to bring him out?
Jonelle Sherrod,
Do
yes.
you want me to bring him out? Guys, do you mind bringing out Sherrod, please? picked up.
Lopez.
Huh? On Lopez, yeah. So I was gonna put him on. He's got felony court tomorrow.
Right.
I was gonna put him on for the 7th. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring him out here and I'm gonna have a hearing to hold him at no bond.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to put him on the 7th, Judge, well,
I can't hear you.
yeah, the 7th is fine, Judge.
So I just want to give you a heads up that we're gonna put him on for the 7th, okay?
That's fine.
Okay,
We're good. Thank you, Judge.
thanks. Okay. Hi, Emma.
Can I approach Judge? I'm here on Mr. Oats. He's the gentleman that found out he had a warrant and walked in. I am here asking if he would reinstate.
Come up.
His previous.
No, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No. Sorry. He's been gone for
So
3 years.
if I may, Judge, when he was originally arrested at magistration, the magistrate asked him what his plan was if she let him out. He said his plan was to go back home to Oregon, and she said, good, do that and stay out of trouble.
Are we supposed to take what he says at face value now?
And Judge, he also has had no contact with the police for 4 years because he's had this warrant since 2021.
Did we look? Did you do an?
There's no FBI number, Your Honor. Let me check his state ID.
Do you need it?
I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, but because he had the warrant, if he had had contact with the police in Oregon or Georgia or South Carolina,
Where are you living now, Mr. Oats?
I live in South Carolina with my 2 best friends. One of my best friends is trying to get me a job with the construction.
Not now, while this case is open.
Well, I know, and that's how I found out about all of this, because I took my drug test and my background check, and they said that they couldn't hire me with an active case. And so as soon as I found that out, I called the court and I couldn't get through, but I kept calling and I finally got through. And then I told your assistant or one of your assistants that said, as soon as I get enough money to travel down there, I will be there. I'll pay my bond and I will take care of this case. And so as soon as
How old are you?
27, sir.
So what are you doing?
Right now I work for Dick's Sporting Goods, as in the process of trying to get the job as a construction worker, as a pipe fitter.
Okay, I'll reinstate, but I'll put a monitor on his ankle.
Okay.
You take off again. I'll never do this again. I'm not giving you another PR bond.
May I ask you a question, sir?
Sure.
So I do live in South Carolina. Am I allowed to go back? I can give you all the information. So I have to stay in
This
Houston.
case is from 2021. It's now time to take care of it.
Okay.
So I have.
Really? Do you have an offer in this case now?
Not yet, Your Honor. We have spoken to the complainant. Being that it's so old, being he's coming in on a warrant, we can reach out and get a quick reset so we can talk to the complainant again, see where she's at.
And
Go from there.
Judge, we would ask for a 10-day trial setting.
Your Honor, that's just.
I mean,
I know.
It's his fault that he's gone. I'm not gonna blame the state because of it.
That's unreasonable.
No. Right. No.
Apologize for that.
Do you see how many problems it creates?
Yes, sir.
Really,
I do.
You're supposed to live and you sign paperwork reflecting everything. So you need to read every single thing that you sign because there are consequences when you do whatever the hell you want to do.
Yes, sir.
All right. He gets an ankle monitor today. I'm going to reinstate his bond.
Okay.
So I'll give you as much time as you need,
Okay.
whatever you guys, but this case,
We can do a quick setting, Your Honor.
within 30 days, it's plea or trial. I'm not giving you more than 30 days. So
We'll talk about
you
it.
talk to her.
Yes, sir.
She'll explain everything to you, but
Yes, sir.
this case lives and dies within the next 30 days, meaning you must either accept the plea bargain or I'm setting your case for trial in 30 days.
Yes, sir.
So we'll give him an ankle monitor today, waive all the fees, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, no contact with the complaining witness, no going where she lives. And I don't know if he's had any kind of recent contact or not.
We will, again,
Right. Okay.
we'll reach out.
All right.
Okay, go have a seat and we'll.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Don't file conditions because he's going to be monitored. You don't need to. Okay. Hi, Council.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on Marco Balderas.
Yes.
And we had waived his appearance. We're waiting on the restitution. We have the restitution. Just give it to me.
Oh, right. Valderas. This is the one we were talking about. Right. Okay.
So it's quite a bit of money. I have to figure out how we're going to do this. It's a 40.
You can do it through the PTI. from what I
It's
understand.
$4,500.
But he can do it throughout the life of the PTI.
How long is the PTI?
A year.
A year. Okay.
So, you know, there's probably other fees too, though. So
Right.
there's other fees as well. So it's probably not going to be just that. So
Right.
He refuses to sign.
I don't think.
Can I ask you this
so
one?
that's going to be around that right there. Where is he?
I'm sorry?
He's not here, is he?
He waived his appearance. For
Okay. He's done the TRAS?
I don't think we've done a T-Reg round.
Yes.
How did you get, oh, you just got the restitution. Right.
May I answer the call from the 228, Judge?
Yeah.
Judge, just real quick, Rose refuses to sign.
Yeah, that's okay. As long as he's been advised of it.
I tried. He wants to. He wants to go.
Hey, Judge, on page 28, Harris, I saw Hunter is moved on, but I didn't.
Jury trial.
Huh?
Jury trial,
Oh, I didn't.
June 10th. Hey, did you order a panel? Great, good job.
On which one, Judge?
Who?
They said one at home.
Yeah, that's right.
Harris is.
That's once.
Do you want to go, hey, we need to get dude here to do a T-Rash. So I read it now. It's 196, so in the next couple days, sometime this month.
Yeah, I know. I can take my month.
Who?
Ruben was,
Restrepo? Who?
Yeah.
With who? With regard to who?
he, hasn't responded to anybody about trial case tomorrow.
That's okay. Just, he's got to be here tomorrow.
And our
Mine's got to be here too.
We followed continuous on that, and we let him know over a week ago, we let him know that.
Okay. Have you had a continuance on it?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Okay, counsel. So we need to have your client here to do a TRAS.
Okay.
So pick a day this week. Let him know he's got to be here and we'll send him for a walkthrough TRAS.
Okay, Judge, let me talk to him and I'll try to get him here this week, okay, Judge?
Whatever day you
Thank
want.
you.
Okay.
All right, let me run to the 228 and I'll come back.
Sure.
How about, Wednesday?
Wednesday. I got okay. Okay.
He just has to come in, so the second floor. Okay.
See you tomorrow.
See you.
Or if they get a something we can talk about it. I'm back to the
Yes, sir.
right?
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Oh, I gotta get a recent date, he's gonna go, yeah, that's awesome.
I already signed.
Yeah, on top.
Judge, defense counsel on,
Huh?
defense counsel on Sherrod, that case that you found a PC on. Are they coming back to talk about that effective order?
I don't know. I think that's her personal note. So maybe
I
so.
don't know if they were. Yes, sure.
Did you get
I
something?
did.
Oh,
They said that the complainant would say that they do not want him back at the residence.
About contacts.
And they want to know contact.
That sounds great.
And that was the stepfather that I talked to, who's the complaining witness.
Right.
The mother may have a different opinion, but he was very adamant.
Okay. It is what it is. So we'll leave the MOAP in place, you know?
Yes, Judge.
I guess we need to. Hey, Greg, if you see, what was her name? That was here on the Sherrod.
Morgan?
Oh, yeah, if you see Morgan out there, will you tell her to come in, please?
Oh, they're in the whole way.
They're in the holdover? Okay. Yeah, just whenever they're done.
Oh, yeah, there was.
Yeah, great, thanks.
Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.
Good job.
Good job, Greg.
Hey, come on.
Hey, looks like they don't want,
No, okay, that's fine. He has somewhere else to go.
yeah, so the protective order only applies to the stepfather. It doesn't apply to mom,
But the
so
house is okay, and his mom stays at the house, but,
they don't want him back.
I understand.
I guess if, anything changes.
Let me know. I'm always happy to redo it.
Okay,
You know, as long as he's okay with it, then I'm okay with it too.
got it.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you, Judge.
thanks. All right, let's go through the list, man. Come on. Bring it.
I got 2 emails from Midwest. They're saying that he's in the Montgomery County trial.
Okay, well, they filed a with a continuance anyway, so,
But he finally did.
okay.
Okay, so. let's see. Page 9, did you get a superintendent order on Nevada?
Guys, did you file on Guevara? Did you file a supervision order?
I don't believe so, Judge.
That's Miss Guevara over there, right? Did she get the NOI?
Yes, she has.
She has a portable device.
You ready for the supervision order?
Yes, he just has to sign.
Just file it. Okay, so it's gonna happen.
Okay. Next, Judge, is page 14. There's currently a felony open warrant.
Which one? On Piscina?
She did call in today.
I'm no. If someone has a felony warrant,
Well, that's how you want it. Yeah.
so hold on a second. So the mischief was no PC. Trespass stays. So 2501 on the trespass.
But I don't know if that the state filed the dismissal, so they did.
Just
Because I know he was looking into it on Friday.
hey, Blaze.
Yes, I'm fine right now.
Huh?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So the next one thing is on Piscina
The no PC.
with a P.
Did I come about? Let's see, now 2 cases, criminal mischief.
Yes, is this one at magistrate level?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna issue a warrant on the trespass now because she's not here. She also has a felony warrant that's open on an arson
Is this for?
on Piscina. It's,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know what you want to do on the,
Probably
no,
won't be then, if that's the case, won't be. Yeah, I mean, I'll need to, I need to look at it, I know I have to some.
so set it for the last, whatever you do.
Yeah, but I can look at it today, and Victoria, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Sorry, Victoria.
What's the new one?
2501.
That was over. What's that?
All right, next is. Sherrod, are we expecting a nominee on that one?
Wait, Sherrod, are you just,
I'm reaching out to felony, I'm looking up opinion on things.
So Monday.
That's not one that needs to roll to the last, though, I can have it figured out for you.
Okay.
Roll, that's like Friday,
Okay.
that work? I know you're giving me a schedule to look.
okay. Who's next?
I do believe that's it,
That's
Judge.
it? Yeah, okay. So I need to do bail orders on,
Arzola?
is that it, right? Did we take anyone else into custody today?
No, but,
Yeah.
Well, I just want you to bring it in. Yes.
Hey, what did I say? Did I say 10,003?
For Arzola?
Yeah, did I say, I said 5,003?
Yeah.
Oh.
It should, Judge said when you say that needs to go. Warrants to
Hey, you filed a supervision order on Guevara?
I just did.
Man, we'll just have you sign a reset and then you're done. Good job, Roxanne. Good job. You're doing good.
Really hot today.
I know, it's ridiculous. I called and let them know. It's just sucks. It's like being at the beach.
It is. We might as well be at the beach. You're saying.
Yeah, all we need is an umbrella and a margarita.
I reinstated. Okay, and an Uber, that's first.
I just want to make sure there wasn't like a no.
All right, guys, we're done.